my name is Ella and I'm with Chatty Cupcakes, and I just wanted to talk for a minute about some of the common sense things that are not so commonly practiced, Baking Business Edition. And when you're starting a baking business, I think it's important to realize that you need to be good at more than just baking. And one of the first things that I think you need to be good at and prioritize is being able to talk to your customers. People will be calling you 24/7 to discuss cakes and options and deliveries and orders. And there's a really great quote that says, all things being equal, people do business with people they like. And all things being unequal, they still do. And the cake world is a very happy world, regardless of whether you're tired or stayed up all night making cakes. It's your job to be the happy, bubbly, I'm gonna make this work cake person for the customer. So I think that's a really good priority to keep in mind. Second really important thing about the cake world businessing is time management, and that has been something I have had to teach myself. You have to manage all of the orders that you've got coming in. You have to manage the baking time, the cooling time, the making buttercream time, the artistry time, which I have been known to spend nights making a single cake, which is not something you want to do to yourself. I think in the beginning of every business, everybody wants to be as perfect as possible and make it as good as possible. That's a really noble endeavor, but keep in mind that time is money, and that is something that you just want to get more efficient and be able to produce something amazing, but in a time that is worthwhile for you. For the third one is money management, and that includes managing your supply finances, the ingredients finances, and your equipment finances. So your oven, your electricity, your mixers, and then the boxes and the cups for cupcakes, the cake bottoms for cakes, etc. And just, if you don't have an accountant, you're gonna have to be your own accountant, and that's math. Number 4 is actually a more fun one. It's something that I really discovered was you have to make time for, so it goes back to number 2, but it's the photography aspect of your work, and that's where you get to make everything that you've created shine. So you get to find the best lighting, the best scenes, the best backdrops, and just look for how to make it look as good as it possibly can. Okay, number 5 is incredibly important for most businesses anymore. It's social media and being good at navigating all the different social medias and promoting yourself. And I am still learning this one. It's not easy, I don't think, but that is the way that the Food Network ended up finding me and inviting me onto their Cupcake Championship show. And you just have to be able to promote the work that you do and everything that you offer in the best light as possible. And number 6 is for when you're primarily just starting out your baking business. And it really, really helped us in the beginning of this. My mom and I started this business together, and she's the one that really spearheaded this portion of our business, and that is saying yes to everything, regardless of whether you can think you can do it or not. You will figure it out. So saying yes to every order, every art, every flavor, every single thing that you don't even think that you can create, you didn't know it was possible, figure it out. You can. That is the way that you learn. It will force you to learn. It gives you the time and space to learn once you've said yes to it, because that is something that somebody wants off of you. So that pushed us further into the skill set than almost anything did, because I think we would have been too tired, too scared, too nervous to attempt it if we didn't have to, and we made ourselves have to. 7, on the other hand, is learning when to say no, and I think that comes a little bit later once you've established yourself in the baking world a little bit, and you know what you are good at and you know what you enjoy. There are so many events that are taking place all the time, everywhere, that will be asking for donations and will be asking for you to pay to be a part of something. And those are great things, and they might be exactly what you're looking for. So just take note of what they're asking for from you and make sure it's something that you want to be a part of or it's not. And then you determine where your business is going from there. A bonus one, number 8, is do not compare yourself to just the people in your immediate area, your local area. You are only competing with yourself, but always be on the lookout for the best in the world, for the things that amaze you everywhere. And then work towards that. Work towards becoming that, finding that skill and creating that level of work, not just the things that are necessarily immediately around you. And that's that.